फाइनली अभी ओ कनेक्ट पर लाइव वेबिनार किया जा रहा है, जिसे यदि आप ज्वाइन करना चाहते हैं तो उसे आप आसानी से ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं। ओ कनेक्ट पर किया जा रहा इस लाइव वेबिनार का लिंक ofounder.net में जारी किया गया है। जब आप ofounder.net में लॉगिन करेंगे तो ofounder.net के अपडेट में यहाँ पर एक पोस्ट दिखाई देगा और इस पोस्ट के नीचे यहाँ पर यह लिंक दिया गया है। जब आप इस लिंक पर क्लिक करेंगे तो क्लिक करने के बाद आप इस लाइव वेबिनार में शामिल होने वाले पेज पर चले जाएंगे। यहाँ पर आपको अपना ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड डाल करके इंटर कर देना है। तो मैंने यहाँ पर अपना ईमेल आईडी और पासवर्ड डाल करके लॉगिन कर लिया है और लॉगिन करने के बाद यह कुछ इस तरह से लाइव वेबिनार में शामिल होने के लिए और हमारे सामने कुछ इस तरह का ऑप्शन दिखाई देता है। मैं ब्राउज़र के द्वारा ज्वाइन करना चाहता हूं तो कंटिन्यू यूजिंग ब्राउज़र वाले ऑप्शन पर क्लिक करूंगा और क्लिक करने के बाद आप देख सकते हैं कि यह वेबिनार यहां पर कुछ इस तरह से लाइव हो रहा है। अभी इस वेबिनार का साउंड आपको सुनाई नहीं देगा क्योंकि डिफ़ॉल्ट में इसका साउंड ऑफ रहता है। इस वेबिनार के ऑडियो को सुनने के लिए आपको यहाँ पर एक अनम्यूट का ऑप्शन दिखाई देगा, जिसे आपको क्लिक करके अनम्यूट करना है।
Still going to hold their place that, and that is a challenge for us. We're told that we're like almost 2 weeks away from that, and it was a blocker to
और
release
क्लिक करने के बाद
this O Connect. And I finally 2 days ago I gave the okay and the green light to go without it, because 99.99 of us would never experience that. But in case you experience it, it's a challenge. But I think we're very close to the resolution to that. When we solve it, you're able to, if your power goes out, if your machine gets freezes or whatever, it's
और
not
जब
going to affect
आप
the application.
और जब आप इस
And
चैट वाले
let's say you
ऑप्शन
log
पर
in from
क्लिक
a different
करेंगे तो
device,
क्लिक करने के बाद
and
आपके सामने
AI is going to
चैट
know
का
which
ऑप्शन कुछ
application
इस
you're
तरह से
currently
दिखाई देने
using.
लगेगा। यहाँ पर आप अपना मैसेज लिख करके शेयर कर सकते हैं। यदि आप यहाँ पर कोई मैसेज लिखते हैं, जैसे मैं यहाँ पर हाई लिख देता हूँ, उसके बाद यहाँ शेयर वाले बटन पर क्लिक करके इसे शेयर कर देना है। तो यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं मेरा यह मैसेज दिखाई देने लगा है और यहाँ पर मेरा प्रोफाइल पिक्चर भी दिखाई दे रहा है। और यदि आप इस मैसेज बॉक्स को क्लोज करना चाहते हैं तो यहाँ पर एक क्लोज का ऑप्शन है, उस पर क्लिक करेंगे तो यह मैसेज
You're not
बॉक्स
going to
क्लोज
have
हो जाएगा।
any issue to switch devices. It would be seamless.
तो इस तरह से ओ कनेक्ट पर किए जा रहे इस लाइव
Like saving
वेबिनार
your
में
work
आप आसानी से
automatically.
शामिल हो सकते हैं।
It's important. Let's say you're typing O mail when people have multiple accounts and all of that. So we don't know who's who, but uh, the end result is when people are actually buying the product as regular users and customers. That's the bottom line. For that, uh, we're going to have the mobile app. So when it's connected, your app is verified. You have an identity, and they're definitely a quicker method. So it is not a permanent thing. This is temporarily, and you know, that's one part where we said if you know how to manage, we don't have a restriction on having multiple accounts, etc. But you should be able to manage. If you manage, we're okay. We don't have a problem for you with having multiple accounts. It's a passing thing. So consider we will have a.
With AI becoming big news in the media and elsewhere, many folks are concerned regarding its possible consequences in the wrong hands. How can we explain to those folks that OnPassive AI is and will continue to work for us and be betterment for mankind? They haven't gotten over Terminator series.
So that's science fiction, and obviously that's not real life. Real life is different. So the robotic AI that he's talking about, hardware, that is something different. We make the software of the machines, okay? We create it, so it's done by humans. Unless or until the machine can write its own software, then that would be a threat to us. That's never going to happen. So we tell the machine to what to do. So we're the owner of that intelligence. Anyway, the focus in OnPassive is to use the repetitive and predicted and needs, okay, and to simplify it and to make it retrieve it quicker for the user, such as AI driven. So there's absolutely zero threat and danger, or it would never endanger our humanity. Specifically, what we use in OnPassive, it's literally made to save us time and to uh, cut our effort in much smaller and simpler, and definitely to achieve more in less time. That's the purpose of it. It's not complicated. We're not into the talking about some abuse of knowing data and using that against. So, for example, Ash can make Gersminder's voice, okay, by AI. It's possible, all right? I can use his voice. We're at that level today. I can replicate his voice and possibly his picture. We're not talking about Photoshop 2002. Okay, we're talking about now AI. I can have somebody looks like him and talks like him, and you could believe it is him. Yet it's not him. That is dangerous. So this with regulations could be controlled under policy. Cyber thing with something that is probably meant to be positive or a good tool in our life. All right. When they first made the knife or something sharp to help us uh, use it in the kitchen or in our food or whatever, who knows how many people died by being stabbed by a knife? It would happen. How do you set that? So that's the law enforcement work or the authorities work. For us, we're creating something nice. Somebody's going to abuse, they'll deal with the government. Let's put it that way. And the other part is seeing the vision and believing in, wow, I can do something more in my life, or finally I can work almost on my dream, but on a much faster track where almost I gave up on my dream. So the liberty, the flexibility that we provide to especially those big profiles that some, uh, alongside with seeing that vision that we're working, it's a greater purpose than just working on a job, traditional job. So now, okay, I see this vision and I can be a part of that. Also, I see so and so. I see Lystra or Michael or so and so, for the sake of illustration and example, but they know the other names on, that means they've seen it, and for that reason, I'm on board. I'll keep it that simple, but I'm sure every case they have their personal preference, and uh, I'm like you, interested one day to maybe have a session open. Hello, Dr. Ayman. What drew you to Unpassive when you don't need a job, or you were not looking, or you're fine, or why Unpassive,
Right.
or so and so, or that doctor, that engineer, that expert? We have a number of them. I'm interested to know their say on that. But from my side, I thought about it, and I think it's because who we have with us already, and some of the names that are not disclosed. Uh-huh. Strategic names, okay? And of course, seeing the vision and the purpose of Passive is greater than just having a job. So they desire to be a part of that, if that helps.